Hi, everyone, and good afternoon. Sorry I'm a little late today. We have our Raritan neighbors live, but we are glad that you're joining us today, maybe over lunch or maybe while you're finishing up meetings. And I have a special guest today, part of our community. We have Donna Allison, the executive director of Ridewise. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donnella. Thank you for having me today.
Great. So we are glad to have you here because one of the things that we were just talking about was the importance of uh, around the area about driving and things like that. So I just thought I love the work that Ridewise does. I even mentioned one time I didn't have a car, just TMI for the guest out there. But really, what's the importance of having the ability to access to get around, to go to work, to go to school around Somerset County. So I wanted to have Donna talk about a little bit about what Ridewise does, and also some fun things that are coming up for them. So, Donna, are you ready?
I sure am. Yes.
Great. So, we're just going to share a little bit about you. So, tell us a little bit about what is Ridewise.
Ridewise is a nonprofit organization. We are an independent nonprofit organization. We're not part of county government or any other organization.
Hmm.
We've been around since the early 1990s, and our goal is to connect people to sustainable and environmentally friendly forms of transportation.
Great. And how long have you worked with Ridewise?
Oh, I've been here since 1997.
Oh, wow.
26 years. Yeah, I'm sort of stunned by that myself.
So, what do you enjoy working? What do you enjoy about working at Ridewise?
I enjoy the challenge of helping individuals that don't have transportation.
Hmm.
It would certainly be easier if we could provide transportation, but we don't. And I'll probably follow up on that later in our broadcast. But
Hmm.
it's finding ways, creative ways to address those needs, such as our bike rehab program or our
Hmm.
travel training program. Um, those are probably two of the things that our most recent programs that have been most successful.
And so, how do you actually connect to the community? Because Somerset County is huge.
Hmm.
And so, how does Ridewise actually do that?
Almost all of our programming is community based. Our primary audiences are work sites, nonprofit organizations, schools, and then community/local government. So we
Hmm.
connect to the community through these programs by getting out and letting individuals know about them. Sometimes you'll see us at community fairs or festivals or farmers markets where we're spreading the word. Much of it
Hmm.
is developing relationships with our partners. And it entails getting out there to them with our programs and making them understand how the programs can help them and their students or their clients or their colleagues or employees.
And one of the things I saw, we kind of talked about it on Raritan Neighbors, which I thought was really great. You did something with people with disabilities and riding the bus. And I thought that was really cool.
Our travel training, our Transit Connect program, helps individuals learn how to ride the bus and trains in the area. And
Hmm.
our primary audience is young adults with disabilities who may never drive. So it's essential for them to learn how to navigate using the bus and the trains so they can participate in recreational opportunities, employment, and just go about day to day errands that most of us drive to.
Right. And I just thought that was really great. How do you work with the different, like, I know there's Scoot, and can you explain that a little bit? Because I think people see the buses and all the all the transportation around. How do you work with them? And
Mhm.
just, if you can share anything about it, because I think a
Sure.
lot of people aren't aware we even have buses.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the county does have a bus network. The Scoot, the Dash, and the CAT buses are all operated by Somerset County Transportation.
Hmm.
Ridewise provides information about the services. Individuals contact us over the phone or over email. We'll provide schedule information or schedules, and we will take individuals out in the community and in the field to teach them how to use the network, but it's owned and operated by Somerset County Transportation. And that's a source of confusion. Many people think that we are the bus system.
Oh, that's very true. And another thing, because I thought this was great, my daughter just started riding a bike. I know Ridewise does a lot. I talked to Kat, and you do a lot with bikes. Can you talk about with families about Ridewise and your bikes and what do you do with that?
hmm So a lot of our programming related to bikes takes place in the schools through the Safe Routes to Schools program. That's a program that we're funded to operate in Somerset County. But it also takes part through in the broader community through bicycle rodeos or at locations like day camps or summer camps, recreation departments, where we'll teach individuals and young children how to ride a bike. So a bike rodeo might be a series of obstacles that teaches children how to brake, how to steer,
Yes.
helmet, all things that are important. Safety is really the cornerstone of our mission. We can't stress it enough. So it's a part of almost all of our programming. Even in our travel training, individuals are assisted with pedestrian safety as they navigate the streets to get to the nearest bus stop.
Oh, that's really great. And I think there's a couple of upcoming events
Mm-hmm.
that we have with that. I thought I saw a bike rodeo for Bridgewater. Is there any upcoming events?
Bridgewater Bike Rodeo had to be rescheduled. That was scheduled for this past weekend, and it was because of weather. I don't know when it's been rescheduled to. We are a supporting sponsor of that, but we're not really a participant.
Okay. And what else would you like people to know about Ridewise? Like, suppose if they're an organization and they want to get involved with Ridewise, how would they go about that?
Well, the best thing that they can do is if they have an old bicycle, they can donate it to us. Actually, I should say a gently used bicycle rather than an old
Oh,
bicycle. They
okay.
can donate that to us for our Bike Connect program, which is the program that we take donated bicycles and get them repaired through Pop's Bicycle Shop in Somerville.
Mhm.
And then we give them to individuals in the community who are in need of a bike for transportation. And those individuals are referred to us by local nonprofit organizations. It could be the Board of Social Services, the United Way, it could be a church, it could be a hospital. Any of those organizations will accept an application for an individual looking for a bike.
Oh, that's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about you. Now we're going to, in this, we always do the quick Raritan neighbor. So tell us, what do you enjoy about working in Somerset County or living here as well?
I'm not a resident, but so what
Mhm.
I enjoy is that my work enables me to see places and locations that I ordinarily would not have. For example, I participated in the Somerset County Business Partnership Sip and See event a couple weeks ago, and I would not have visited many of the distilleries or breweries on my own had I not been a part of that. So it gets me to see some of the downtowns like Bernardsville and Boundbrook, places that I wouldn't normally see through my own
Mhm.
day-to-day life.
Shout out to Somerset County Business Partnership. They are great. And I think they might be watching this. So,
Probably.
so closing out with a little bit of Ridewise, I know, and again, thank you for joining us for this busy time. What else would you like to close out with to let everyone know about Ridewise in general?
So we're not a ride provider. That would be,
Okay.
that would make our life a lot more simpler if we could provide rides. We're not part of the county, which is another mistake that people think, that we're part of
Mhm.
county government. Our programs are open to the community. You can learn more about us by visiting our website, and all of our various social media are listed on our website. And the biggest thing that we try to do is provide information and education related to connecting people to transportation in the area.
That's great. And tell us one last thing. I always do this with people. What is your guilty pleasure for a book or a show that you're watching?
Ah,
that
hmm.
you're comfortable with sharing.
I'm
Because
not
some of my
really
guests say, yeah.
I'm not I'm not reading or watching anything right now. Actually, I just started watching on Netflix a show called Dead to Me, which has
Hmm.
been my guilty pleasure. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but
No.
it's two women who have lost their spouses, and they meet up at a grief network, and a friendship forms out of that. But it's a lot darker than that. If you get a
Mhm.
chance, it's called Dead to Me on Netflix.
Great. Well, we have here, Donna. I don't know if you can see the banner. I have your name, and I have
Hmm
the Ridewise, correctly, the Ridewise website.
Yep.
so that people can reach out. And again, thank you all for joining this session. And thank you all. This is another Raritan Neighbors Patch Labs. If any of you are interested in being featured on the show, we are online. We will be posting more articles of information about Ridewise. And Donna, thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much. It's a pleasure to hear about Ridewise.
Thank you again for having me, Donnella.
Thank you. And at this time, everyone, we're going to end the broadcast and enjoy your day.